Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well and that you're enjoying your weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. I wanted to come on and just share a romantic and sensual reading for you guys. And I hope that it resonates for you because I've been getting energies and picking up on both of the twin flames being in so much appreciation of this connection. It's like the both of them are. This prolonged separation or silence, or even a lot of the restrictions that have been placed upon us, without warning, there's not a lot that we can do about it. There's a lot of appreciation for like the small things. And the message I specifically got for today or Valentine's Day is that it could be you or your counterpart, but you never really took Valentine's Day seriously, or you more found that it was a commercial holiday. And I feel like the both of you woke up this morning with thoughts in your mind about the little things that you would like to do for each other on special days like this. And I feel like more than ever, the masculine is appreciating the connection with the feminine, because I am picking up that the masculines are having a lot of emotional visions and fantasies that it's like creating momentum for manifestation to occur on this journey for them. And they're starting to see that, they're starting to realize it, they're starting to notice, putting in a lot of thought, a lot of meditative prayer into the connection is somehow like putting magic into the air. And like a vision that they are getting is like surprising you with coffee in bed, and that would be like the gist of like your romantic Valentine's Day, and having that be enough. And vice versa, masculines, the divine feminines are thinking about the simple little things, like having you wake up to the smell of like eggs and bacon in the air, for example. Or if you're vegetarian, it could be like it's good tofu scramble, I don't know, bruh, like whatever your thing is. It's just the little things in life you guys are starting to notice that you're paying more attention to. And it's, I don't want to say it's like a feeling of like longing or grieving, but it's like the appreciation is coming from like having gratitude for like the minutes in the day and like the hours in the day. It's like both of you, while in separation, it's like you don't want any more time to pass. It's like the both of you are feeling this energy of like being ready or getting prepared, but it's like, oh, when is it going to happen? Or you can't quite put your finger on when this kind of like magic is to occur. And I think that for many of you, it is meeting in person. And whether you've never met before, you haven't seen each other in a long time, you have never exchanged any sort of like romantic interactions, intimate interactions, I really feel this energy in the air of you guys wanting to make this happen. And 2021 is the year, so I wish you guys all of the love and joy and bliss with that energy, especially if you resonate with, the feeling in the air. What it can feel like is you're just feeling yourself, like you feel really good. You feel like there's a pep in your step. You're happy. You might have like, little bits of tower moments here and there, shadow work come in, but for the most part, you're like, I got this. Like, I recognize what this is before it's even happening. And so, that's like signs of like, just get prepared for what's coming, between you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and focus on sensual messages that the masculines want to send to the feminine at this time. Okay, let's start with the Nine of Swords coming up here. So the fantasizing has a lot to do with, like, for me, like this card says, like, how do I make it happen? How do I make it happen? You might have like a really big, tall, muscular masculine who's really, like a lot more taller than you are. I think this card has come up in past readings as well. And a lot of the fantasizing that they're doing has quite a bit of like wanting to show you how they feel for you, divine feminines. And this energy is coming from like taking it slow with you guys. And I love the action of just, taking her underwear off. And she is like, totally relaxed there with her own body posture as well, almost as if the masculine is whispering that to her, like, just relax, just let me in, let's take this slow. And I feel like with the swords energy, it's like being really, really heavy in thoughts about this right now. And then that's why I think the past few readings that I've done have been like those 18 plus sexual readings, because like I myself have been feeling a lot of the energy, and like for me it's like, gosh, like what do I do with this like this big ball of light, basically? Like what do you do with it? Like you feel it in every way possible, but it's like you hit a wall because you want to express it with your twin flame, right? And so I feel like there's a lot of you getting better and better at communicating with each other telepathically. That's helping you to stay sane and stay calm, and maybe even stay celibate, for some of you, if that resonates. But yeah, you know, overall the energy as well of the 9 is just about attaining security, comfort, warmth, and, you know, for both of you, it's just coming together, like putting your guards down and like connecting with like simple touch. You know, it's like this maybe what's on his mind, but like ideally, like at the end of the day, it's just something as simple as just being able to like touch your skin, divine feminine. You know, and with the cat too showing up, something tells me that like even if you guys communicate, like whether it's through like text or phone conversations, there's a certain like sexual chemistry or very like witty sexual innuendos between you two that seem to make things really fresh and playful and fun. And so he's really missing that at this time, and maybe even tempted to reach out and just make small talk. And so for some of your masculines, you know, they know that just like the simple small talk can lead into you guys becoming very intimate very quick, again, even if it's just through like, you know, text and things like that. And so yeah, a lot of temptation going on right now to just be near his divine feminine, you know, putting up his swords. Like he's not here to battle, he's not here to argue, he's not here to talk about the past, he's not here to, you know, really reflect back on everything that happened. Like he just wants to be on the same page with you and be romantic with you, and it's almost like in this fantasy world of his, you know, especially the way he's approaching her from behind too. Like I really do love that. And it's like he's fully naked. He's like ready to go. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so the first message is obviously definitely fantasizing, even if it's just touching your skin, just getting close to you, smelling your hair. A lot of you might have like really long wavy hair too that always smells like really, really good with your shampoo. Or maybe he's told you that before. What else is the masculine feeling? Oh, that was way too much there. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles coming up. You know, it's interesting. I was thinking about this card the other day. And I feel like in order to really like move towards the feminine, despite all of the, you know, changes that are either on its way or have already happened and you guys had to separate in order to deal with those changes, I feel like, you know, the next time he comes forward to the feminine, it's going to have to be in this very like bold and passionate way. He doesn't, and that's why I was saying with this card, he doesn't really want like to discuss like the past and like whether you guys have moved forward or have forgotten about stuff. That's why too, a lot of you guys will realize when you do have like conflict with your twin flame and then you guys separate, you'll find yourself working a lot of stuff out through like telepathy or just prayer or meditation. And then when you guys do come together, there's like this unspoken knowing that you guys have moved past things and that you guys are here to kind of like try again. Do you know what I mean? So with this card, I feel like he is wanting to kind of let you know that, like, I'm not coming with a sad song. You know, I've put the violin down and I honestly just want to let you know, like straightforwardly with his red cape on, with all of that passion backing him up, that he just wants to give her beautiful experiences. He wants to embrace her. He wants to kiss her slowly. I feel like a big I love you through this card, just simply because of that 5 energy there, because I feel like in the material world, you guys have gone through like a lot of weird changes. Like even since you met, like having stuff initiated in your lives where temporarily it seemed like chaos. Like a lot of you are probably like on your way to separation from like your spouses, divorcing, or even just like coming clean or just being honest about your twin flame relationship. Because I've mentioned this before, like 2021 is about like ending secrecy and avoidance, and it's having like accountability for what it is you're doing and what it is that's going on in your life. And this twin flame journey has a huge role to play because it kind of pulls on like our authenticity and our ability to face the world and be truthful with what it is that's happening and what it is that's going on. And yeah, we might hurt some people along the way. We might get hurt along the way, but you know, this is what life is all about. We're here to learn and we're here to grow, and we might hurt some feelings, but you know what? We're going to learn how to patch things up in a healthy way, whether that is, you know, cutting ties and letting go and looking out for yourself, or, you know, learning how to just rebuild your relationship dynamics in a different way. And that's why I feel like with this card coming forward, like the violin is definitely on the floor, because the masculine is not here to play a sad song for you. He's not here to make excuses the next time he does come forward to communicate, because again, like with the channeling I got, like with after like everything has been lifted, it's going to be like a really new, beautiful, like transformative, like experience for you guys. Like the message I got was like everything you guys have waited for with everything that you guys have been through, kind of thing, you know? All right, let's go for one more message. What does the masculine want the feminine to know? Any sensual, intimate messages? Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands here coming up. I feel like that's like reminding me of this card here. I feel like this is, you know, kind of like the masculine wanting to take it slow, and surprisingly enough, when he does come forward, it's like this is the feminine's energy, because she is feeling the sexual pull towards him as well. A lot of you guys are getting like more and more comfortable, or you're feeling more and more nudges towards the idea of being intimate with your twin flame. Like a lot of you are like Googling stuff that you never thought that you would, like, you know, tantra and sexual healing and you know, certain types of like sex positions, or you know what that might look like. Like let's say your twin is like super taller than you and you're like short. You might find yourself getting curious about what that might look like when you guys get intimate. Like all kinds of weird stuff's going through your mind, guys. And I feel like for a lot of you, they're thoughts that you're not even asking for, and they probably come up at the most inappropriate times ever. But it's like foreshadowing. And if you guys pay really close attention and you get into the habits of like writing your thoughts down, writing your dreams down, paying close attention to the signs that you're seeing, for many of you, the weather, it gives you guys a good indication about what's to come, because certain smells that will like blow through the air, especially in cold, crisp winter air, will make you feel really nostalgic, or give you like a feeling of being with your twin flame, or feeling like very one with them at the same in that moment. Pay attention to stuff like that, guys, because the pull happens so strongly because it's the both of you. And a lot of the times, like when the sexual energy does hit, you guys will know like like what's going on with the other, depending on how it is you feel and what it is you're doing with that energy. You know, because some of us might be like overwhelmed, maybe self-pleasuring a lot. Some of us, again, are just, you know, trying to breathe through it, remain, I guess, celibate, because you're feeling that energy of like, oh, I don't know if I could be with anyone except my twin right now. Like, that's just the way I feel right now, so I'm totally gonna vibe with that emotion and feeling and just do my thing and get creative and crochet, knit. You know, for me, like, you know, study the tarot or learn how to edit my videos better. I don't know. Just whatever it is, you guys are really trying to like put your focus there, because, you know, I feel like, yeah, like when it does come forward, like it's going to be a lot of like raw sexual passion, and the both of you are going to stop and go like, holy hell, like where is this coming from? But then you guys are going to think back on this reading and realize, oh yeah, it was messages of, you know, kind of opening up myself to these ideas, or feeling out like through visions what my twin might like, or realizing that stuff that you've always been to, they've kind of opened that side of you up again. You know, many of you in either like current or past relationships have been like very robotic during lovemaking, during sex. Maybe some of you might have even like had situations where like no one says anything. You know what I mean? Like there's just like breathing. And maybe you might be into, you know, a little bit of talking and stuff like that. You guys are going to be like really, really intrigued that when you do have the experience with your twin, like they're just going to completely know everything that you want and desire, even things that you guys are opening up yourselves to like now. Like let's say, for example, some of you are still married. Sex with like your husband or your wife is like, holy shit, like where is this energy coming from, right? And no judgment here, even if you're on a twin flame journey and you're still with your spouse or whatever, like that's your business. This is your journey. You guys know that is my mantra on this path. You know, whatever you guys got to do to like work your stuff out and just live and be and explore, you guys are going to find a lot of these things coming up now for you, you know? So yeah, just feel good about it and feel good exploring the passionate sides of yourselves. And you know, I feel like this is the Justice card coming into play as well. And maybe for like the Divine Feminines too, like I feel like the Justice card is coming up right after the sexual energy, because you guys owe it to yourselves, you know, to kind of like explore the sides of you, like finally. And when I see the Justice card too, I just feel like that balance, you know. I feel like the masculines are in a place where they are expressing their sexuality in very healthy ways, and in turn, energetically, it's like opening up the feminine's mind to this like whole new world, and all she can think about is, oh my god, like is this on its way? Like, oh my god, why am I, you know? And remember I talked about some of you guys buying lingerie as well in the last reading. Like you're like, why am I doing this? I was never really into this. Or you know what, maybe I convinced myself I wasn't into it, when secretly deep down inside you know you want to put on some lingerie and get all sexy in front of the mirror. And guys, I highly recommend doing that, by the way. Like, embrace your body, love your body, and lingerie is like an awesome way to do that. Even if it's just like, you know, buying like nice feeling fabric against your skin. It doesn't have to be like the full whole lace up, and if you guys are not into that, that's okay. But it might just be buying a silky nightie, you know. I love nighties, so do that if you're guided to, and just, you know, see what comes up, because it's weird to say this, but I have a feeling the Divine Feminines are like pampering themselves and nurturing themselves in this way, because it's almost like you can feel your masculine doing this to you energetically. Like, you know, it's like sending like that bird call, that bird signal. So you're like doing the mating dance, and it's like all of these, you know, beautiful, interesting things are coming up for you, Divine Feminines, where you guys are wanting to like celebrate your bodies, celebrate your beauty, like redefine what beauty means. Like even for me personally, like, you know, I've always kind of been a little bit like weird when it comes to like expressing myself through like fashion or makeup. I can be a little bit tomboyish as well. And now I'm starting to see that, you know, I really like getting into fashion, and somewhere along the lines, I don't know if I convinced myself that that whole world wasn't for me. And I mean, like, you know, really, really like dressing up and like doing my hair and doing makeup and buying shoes and buying like certain outfits that go together. And I'm finding myself looking into those things a lot more. And I'm kind of like thinking to myself, like, you know what, like it feels really good to just be myself and experiment and do the things I want to do, and not really care about who the hell is looking and who has an opinion about it. So yeah, it's just an energy to just like really feel free, Divine Feminines. Like I feel like the Strength card is coming up because the Justice card is telling you guys like now is your time to shine and really embrace the rough roads that you guys have had to, you know, walk along this journey. Like you guys have done it so well, and now it's time to just like use this energy that's in the air to oh my goodness, pamper yourselves, spoil yourselves, doll yourselves up, go shopping, like feel as feminine as you want to, or hell, be a tomboy if you want to, and like, you know, veg out that way. Like if that's your enjoyment, that's your enjoyment. Many of the feminines as well have like started to really learn and understand what divine masculine energy is, what divine feminine energy is, and they're not allowing themselves to succumb to either labels. You know what I mean? Like I might be like a feminine who maybe at times I have very masculine tendencies, but now learning, you know, when to tap into it and when to tap into my softer sides, because I really, really love a lot of my masculine qualities, guys, and I'm actually now starting to appreciate a lot of my feminine qualities as well. And so I think that's going to be the case for a lot of you guys out there who are just, you know, feeling this interesting need to just release yourselves. And your masculine is just like watching like all of this beautiful transformation happen, and they are really like feeling the momentum, guys. You know, the sun card, of course, like that's what they're feeling, and that's that feeling I was talking about too, where, you know, like the winter air will blow by and you just get a smell in the air and it just feels like something beautiful and great and amazing is on its way, but you're just not sure what. You're like, why isn't anything happening? You know, it is a sign to just trust, and again, like really sink into the feeling of being relaxed. Like there's so much time in the world, guys, you know, time isn't running out. Your twin flame will meet you where you are on the path and on the journey. Right now is the time, you know, if you guys are tuned in, divine feminines, like this is what's on the masculine's mind, is like thinking about you, taking care of yourself, because there's nothing more attractive than that. And I feel like, you know, in turn, when you guys are in this energy, it's like all he wants to do is to take care of you. You know, I love the energy too of like the cornucopia-ish looking fruit basket there, because like to me it just seems like a message from the masculines to let you know that feeling in the air is just, I want to give you everything. I don't know how else to express it, guys, but it's like that's just the message I'm getting. That's just the way it's coming up. Maybe some of your masculines might be just, you know, really old-fashioned in that way. Like he wants to take care of you, he wants to nurture you in that way by like being your protector, making sure you have everything you need, you know. But he knows, like, you can do everything for yourself, okay? That's why she's not sitting on his lap here. He knows that you could do anything and everything for yourself, but still, like, he wants you to surrender to the fact that it's like, I want that role. Like, I want to be there for you in that way. So, yeah. I think that's really sweet to end off with the sun card. But yeah, that's my Valentine's Day reading for today. I love you guys. I hope you guys are just, you know, feeling great and keeping your vibrations up, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Take rest if you guys need it. Take time outs, like do nothing. Don't think about the twin flame journey so hard or from a place of fear, or just have any kinds of worries right now. Just use your thoughts and your energy to think about all of that, the good things that you want to bring in with that energy of feeling like you don't know what's coming, but if you did know, this is what it would be. And continue to hold those thoughts and those visions for as long as you can, you know, with minimal disruptions of other thoughts coming through, okay? If you guys would like to do a personal session with me, you can reach me on wizio.com, or you can just join the Patreon family and we can communicate there, all right? I love you guys. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.